Mathang introduction program is any super speaker, Delhi Legislative Assembly Secretary ki Thawpuriba, Ikai Khumnabada Matiksarba, Mingwina Panjarabada, Dr. Yumnam Arun Kumar Nawibigani, Sir Arun Kumar, Mahak Lok Sabha Secretariat ki Director, Amadi Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India ki Deputy Secretary ki Pham Kayam Suk Kubirami, Amasung United Nations ki Thawrok Kayada, India ki Mihut Hoyuna Sarvya Biki, Sarvu Wahi Thawrok Wahi Karadam Tambiram ki Damukta Sarvu Kosijari.
I give the topic just normal.
You can just like we explain.
A very good evening, everyone. Very respectful, Madam Sarda, Che Sarda, Ima, Mayam. Maitairon sungang jage the English sungang kitang marakta yaw jage ke the single platform that I've always spoken in English and then mayam no the Maitairon khang the bra hai pe yawra pu yaw ko sometimes, but sometimes it's not very confident to speak on a platform like this in our own language, but that's a limitation because akoi se Maitairon hai ta badi na te do zo angang jahi mapan su badagi mapan dalai rakpagi mapan na he na Nungsibagi na taba ngasibok to sudum loinama kamai chali chagem pomba thonga imada lali pijai kamai thongba potpo loi hei aduna English ngange na saubigano, but it will be mixed up with English and Manipuri. Okay. First of all, I would like to pay my heartiest tribute to the heroes. I mean, it's a very important day for us to remember our heroes, be it Tikenderje and Thangal General. Akoi na history da pamatam das my high kay akoi gi Canada British na kanomatam da Asian countries da moina landarak pa aduga keno tawrak pa matam da akoi gi Manipur se kwai gi last state haidara adu matam da sovereign state ni adu matam da sovereign state amabu kamaina kangada ge haibagi adugi concept si 1891 dagi hena labiram basi yam important ni aduga akoi gi sovereignty gi damakta Anglo Manipur war da kamaina moina sacrifice tawgiba, that is very important. Adaida ai imaipa na hairam bamalai akoi na budi like imaipa ga pallaga gi the imaipa budi like itre adusu ima like the nina the ima sort of like nice like just having a mother now also. Life city, it's like a cycle. Aduga ngasi imaipa la yidawaga matungdamu imaipa gi mahutse khoina muselle. Aina si analogy hari se kai ginobada khoi gi great martyrs mayam si moi lai hidraga su khoina lai hidawagi numit se ningjing ba se ningjing ba khatana te hoji khoi mayam ni sei sakpa yai moi gi maram da hai ba yai, but how their ideals are followed in letter and spirit, that is much more important than just paying tributes with flowers and with folded hands. We pray, we speak a lot about in praise of them. Adu moina karita rami, moi matunda koina karita wayai, koina kamaina gratitude moi the sota with the gahibasi yam important oi. Imana di hangi ngasai. Aise karigino sidaida mayam na ngasi patriotic day sida angangi maramda karigingang halino haibado moi myam na haibadi nate, but I would like to respond to that na like sigumba 1891 gi patriotic heroes mayam do yam lairame dusu. If you really see the generation today, they lack in few things which need to instill the traditional values. Aduna mama power ga so akoi angang se kamani yok tage adagi akoina Manipur da laira Delhi da lairaga I've seen many families, many mama pa mayam na ai chadi Maitairon ngang ba haite say, they say very proudly, this is quite a shameful thing to speak about. Koi icha ai ji icha no piang tang lai aina Maitairon tambi dana tum angang ngai dagi school dawra ko matam da play school chatda yam wage this, but I ensure that she speaks in Maitairon. aduna akhoi gi haurakpham akhoi gi kamai tawrakpham miyam ningjak ba darkar oi aduga sigumba akhoi na ngasi sigumba patriotic day akhoi na ningjang numit aduda akhoi na angang amagi hauji kari tawda ke akhoi yam hauji basically right now we may remember the history that happened and will never be forgetful in any of our mind or in the history that is written or documented or given by words but ngasigi akhoi Manipur contemporary Manipur how much conflict we have how much of conflict how much of disunity how much of problem among communities haitare communities anatana in the community itself akhoi mayam marakta su saunadaba khonadaba laitaba nate aduna akhoi na ngasi akhoi na tribute ta wayai the floral tributes but our best tributes will be how to remain in harmony avoid conflict bring more peaceful aduga akhoi gi angang haureiba mayam duna akhoi gi ahan singna kamai tawge haibado Chatkriba moyi chatkre ningjan banumiti moyi ideals moyi tawramba mayam moyi ideology moyi sacrifice mayam do akoina mukamaina moyi place ta ngasi role do lauraga how do we play the contemporary history so that the other people who are going to come after our generation remember us forever life cycle is aduna chatkiba mayam chatkini tribute pini adusu lehuriba akoina kamaina akoigi Numsijaraba ima lamdam Manipur se akoina kamaini yokatkani I think we have the richest culture we have the richest in dance art forms sports anything that you say it is there adubu ngasi di akoin hek yengu matamda haidi yam nungaiba Manipur di oitre aduna how to change that is much important and each of us have great role to play for that aduna imana ngang gi bangang kamaina yolot pa kamai tor pa se angang singduna mu kamaina akhoi gi society se gather tawni ama tawni kano tawni hai for example ngasi ichema sarda ona matam da like I felt very nice that it's a like epitome of being Manipuri women akhoi gi meite nipilan adu tawi ama tawi this now sees in the parliament and representing Manipur and then how much of women empowerment we have aduna we need to learn a lot things especially the women folk how she has anchored her life and how she has reached to this stage now ngasi bo ngatang phamina badai ren iche manabudi hairani akoina sigamba patriotic day tawa matamda nghatani ko hojik ngata da haibane dai ai oina haijare ga ina di iche da hayo haibani iche mada akoina sigamba ningsing numit ai imai pa sigibagi din da akoi kanam ta kuba khuna de ko koina like atli imai pa gi kano tawi bamon kaudana kansi thingdana chakatli akoina phajana tawi adeda koi myamsi tumina like atli ado akoina khuba khubati oide ado iche mana akoi gi maitai gi tradition gi matungina di lai hidaba migi ningjang ban bita khuba khuna de nokta de ko nok to budi ngam de ngasi gathering the clapping taw do di ade aduna in future di sigumba tradition gi pass on taw da changba for example iche masajana ngasi ngoda about 10-15 minutes mamang the high when is mina koi maitai gi chana lon da di masi chana de no khuba nokpa kai you know that is the I mean that's not the how we pay gratitude to our patriotic heroes. No? So I think these are the case points that we need to remember. And just to end the thing, I mean about what I felt about it, but regarding since they have asked me to say something about my career, I would like to share a few things. I Air Force School tam jarai class 5 then class 12 ko. Then after that I graduated from Hansras College. Then further I did my MPhil and PhD from Punjab University. And then after that I completed my Law in International Relations from Delhi University. Ado thabak taw na dum taw giba kensu laiki. I 2004 the Group A in a Lok Sabha Secretariat. I think I'm the first Maitai the executive Hana interpretation gumba gumba service that is but I'm the first Maitai legislative and executive protocol officers so in a changba the Maitai the nikoi haise and the tribal the hana later I was the first Maitai to join in the Group A service as a bureaucrat. After that, I had worked for about 10 years. I had worked with the Committee on Public Accounts, Estimates, IT. Then I migrated to Ministry of External Affairs on deputation for 7 years, where I had the opportunity to work for the United Nations General Assembly Third Committee in New York. Then I have worked with the United Nations Human Rights Council in Geneva. I have worked with UNICEF, UN Women, and I have worked with the IPU. After that, I come back to take my posting my promotion as a director, where I had to look after the international cooperation for the Commonwealth countries and bilateral relations with different countries of the world. And I have dealt with the multilateral in terms of the Commonwealth countries. Nasibokta kenota waginate UN da chalaga wangje archives lay agi country gi thematic issues, the country specific issues, the mayam amanay bada yaujak hi aduga agi kano mayam speeches mayam kano UN ge archives tadum like akogi Manipur ragi badi yam ngang NGOs is criticizing about Manipur. Basically akogi di yam nungai tabayu UN da wangang re hairaga. I don't want to name the people, but then they become the mouthpiece for the developed country due to the bashing of our own country, especially Manipur. Aduna, I'm quite ashamed when I was there in Geneva. Many of the so-called the learned Meiteis come and speak a lot about bad things about my own state where they belong because they are paid well by the developed countries, which it's not happened. Adudagi halaga kano taure director oire kano oina director oina ayina kano give few things sabak ta matamda because of my experience and because of my like few things have been seen visibly, the work that I have done. Aduna kanona governor Lieutenant Governor General ga CM ga Chief Minister of Manipur Delhi ga aduga Honorable Speaker Delhi Vidhan Sabha na directly Secretary oina tawagi akoigi office ta letter iraga negotiate tawraga. Then I have been sent Canada Joint Secretary with han promotion phange ko adugi mathak oina Joint Secretary matungda mo Additional Secretary kai dem Secretary kai. So it's like I've got a double promotions, and then right now I'm serving as a Secretary in Delhi Assembly for the past 2 months. See, since I've been asked to encourage, since I've been asked to share my history, that's why I'm sharing. And it's not, please never take that I'm trying to pat myself and showcase what I have done. It's just that life has always been a struggle and hard work always pay. I've always worked hard. I have been just an above average student. That nobody believes that. Everyone says that you have been very outstanding student, but I know Khanjava there is above average, very hard working from the very beginning. Mayam ni mama pana di like tau hai ni am hai do aigi matam da di baba gi mana thonglan jala like paganu thola kan sana ba chalu yam kan hai re sana da di na tene inside the other novels, other things pa lai be wane do mama pana larik tau heman gare larik tau mu yare hai pa mi ni ngasi aina oijari sisu aigi laigidraba ima ipa ani duna kan honabirakpagi adagi blessing from everyone like ima eche sarda hoibadi unadangai reduso, but in the heart of the heart she knew about me. So it is all love, affections, and then a blessing from everyone, and the hard work plays a very important role in shaping one's career. And I'm in front of you not as a secretary, but anything that I can do for any of you, you people are most welcome. And I'm just telling my life story till now so that it gets little inspired by any of you, for your children and for yourself. Thank you, and if there are any questions, I'm ready to answer. It's just a question and answer session, but then I've taken a long time to say about my thing. It may have been little, too much stressed out and long time, but if any of you want to ask anything, I'm here for a minute. Yes.
Thank you. Sir, dahil kagawang kanjan ng mga palay, ngasi siguro opportunity talaga injection to ipang zero seri, kama kay emotionally adigay kama heartfelt to sa do moment naman nila. Sir ki promotion ki kay secretary niya ko to bunun ki newspaper thing on to ay ki kama ay buray na rin zero ni. Koy buray ki Nordic community ki group sing ay koy share to ay mga mga kanala. Ako ki adala ni no pastor ma na magi Mas Air Force School da tamapani ay colleagues ni na happy raga ay nasi ang may to sige ba nita abang nasi di suddenly is my nothing azare sa di ay matang kanjaning ba ang tham jagi abagi Delhi da lai ba Manipuri sing hai ta maruan mo sing we community sing gi we shuttle tower ba ay ki magi service na di magi profession na ya da na shuttle tower lai busing sa masih kita mata aku ini dari government ki kan side ki hai tare aku ini kai numba welfare ki de organa traga kai numba khara to ya ba tu numba kai lai ga ke asagi position tu ki matu ina sana le pang bi ya ba agi aku ina maroi na ai no kan da purani le lai jab ni na purani ki se hoi chena kan da yum sohum muksure ko yin kan da lai se ko yin notice ki na Manipur kina ayah mana 99% Manipur ki yung ada ni ba. Ado sida ko shuttle tower ga ising sigi ako ki development do ga ya ko ki kan.
Aina kan bada nangi question da hong ringa da my answer da re kan what can I do for the Meitei community har na to one thing they har jage ko koi Meitei member ta ko ki as a jin rakang de as to kenona te criticize ki wadi na te akoi di ayam mana thabak se sagat ba hor ka da yam sai ba. And then the graph goes up and decline like this. Na? So like na HM Sardar the song tan kenata and so basically a community say anything protest of Bukang de Mata Bukang de towing at Yamchin Sai just decline it just go flat in the graph. Na? So I think here also I think few people had already come to meet me. And I won't say, but they had not come to meet me after I think it's almost a year. It's not a criticism, but if you want to get something done, you should follow up with the action. If it doesn't come from you, I cannot take the action. So whatever thing adum lagyo ay officer, I know what you mean, but then thabag is a chain reaction. If you don't follow it, I cannot anchor it, and there are many things. So in case you want me to do something, I mean, I think I'll have the pleasure to do anything that is for the welfare of my people. So please come to my office and discuss it. Yeah, I think my board student I think we'll call. I think next is 7 o'clock. Okay. Chema, question yeah.
So, as you stated, you have been through a lot of professions. So, I just wanted to ask, was it hard or was it easy to go through your journey? Because I aspire to be you. I am astonished after hearing your story about yourself. You stated that you spoke a lot of speeches in the UN and the UNICEF. So, I wanted to know how was the experience and was the journey hard or was it just like how life goes?
Okay. See, the journey has never. Thank you for saying that you would like to emulate my the way I have set my career. Thank you for that. And you're very young, and I'm sure you're going to do much better than me. See, when you do something, you like it, and when you do it passionately, it's never a problem. So I have taken life like that. That whether it was in the school when I was trying to get my pass marks in Hindi, so that was the biggest struggle I had, and then also. Life has always been, I mean, like it's like a crescent trough. So it's never said that it's always a smooth. Crest means you're going up and trough means you're going down. So even in my professional journey, in personal or professional life, smooth ay bam tadi laite adu sunang na kamay na passionately tawgiba. I stages ma'am. I from the legislative bureaucrats, so I changed to executive bureaucrats and started working for the UN. Aduna madugido, it's a progression. And progression se kay ginobada aina nungaina aina adum honaraga dilakiba ado it is never an easy. For example, when I had done the negotiation in New York or in Geneva, it's always the best of brains who are working at the India the aitomda, whereas China gumba at developed countries study mangataru. Adun it's never an easy journey for anything, but if you work passionately, if you like what you are doing, you enjoy doing it, your struggle will never be difficult. It will be an easy journey, and I'm sure you'll do well in life. But you have to read a lot about what's going on and what's going in the contemporary world, and also never forget to mention about your own state when you are even speaking in the platform, in international platform. with one just example illustration that I would like to take for this case. Like I was handling the UNESCO heritage site, so when we did the UNESCO, I went to Halong Bay in Vietnam. They've got the UNESCO site. Our Loktak is much more beautiful than the Halong Bay. But I think I have spoken to many of the politicians, and since I belong to the political family also, I've spoken to my brother who was deputy CM, and I've spoken to many of my seniors who have looked after the thing that let's try and put Loktak in the UNESCO site, and I've spoken this in the platform. So what I'm trying to tell here is that when you work, whether it's at the national level or international level, you should never forget to take progress and how to put the map of your state in the international platform so that you are spotlighted and you're known where you belong to. Thank you all. Thank you so much.